What are you doing?
Oh, YouTubers?
We can hear you, but we can't see you. There you are.
Well, we had our first snow today.
We did.
Only flurries.
Yeah.
Just a mess. Rained something terrible last night.
Did it ever?
I got a mess. I got a mess. I got a mess.
We do have a mess.
I got bike parts, Toyota parts, truck parts, lights, non-LED. Crazy.
Yep.
Anyway, everybody's wondering what happened to us. Life got in the way.
That's right. It happens.
Just got busy, folks. Sorry. Really busy.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm still at the Goldwing
That's right.
project
You
that
still
we
are.
call Chance.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we call him Chance? Because he's getting a second chance at life.
That's right.
And his first name is Second. And his last name is Joyce. So, yeah, Chance, second chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're making progress. We have run into a problem.
Yeah.
And the problem is that our paint supplier keeps mixing up paint for us, and God rest their heart, God bless their heart, they're good people, and they're only going by the equipment that they have.
Equipment they have and the info they're given when you're putting in codes.
Yeah, and they have this fancy dancy spancy scanner that you go up to the paint and it's supposed to be 3% of accuracy.
That's right. But
Within 3%. Well,
yeah.
it's 3% right and 97% wrong.
I think you're reading it wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, still, I don't think it's those scanners are good for candy.
No, the problem is with the bike. The bike is a candy color. Now, a candy color, it's called a three-stage paint.
Mm-hmm.
You have a base, then you have a blending color,
That's right.
right, or a dye color,
Yeah.
and then you have your clear coat. Everybody's saying it's a two-stage paint. It's definitely not, because the name of her is Candy Red Muse.
Muse red.
Candy Muse Red. So it's a candy, which is three-stage. You can't get the effect of a three-stage paint with a two-stage process.
No.
But anyway, a really reputable company said, here's a code that you can use to get by on. So I came out and I did a test plate.
We did.
I always do test plates. That's what this is. That's a test plate of a color that we did. This is the latest test plate of a color.
That's right.
That's another test plate of a color. And none of them are.
No, you've done about 4 or maybe 5 tests.
Yes, yeah. So I've got more time put on test spraying. Don't you?
Yeah, I see it.
Master, I have mail for you.
What a woman.
She's certainly screaming it out. She's in a bad mood.
She is.
Anyway, so I painted the saddlebags. It's a naked Goldwing. It was bought as a naked Goldwing, but I decided, although I love the look of a naked bike, it's just not practical. It really isn't.
Now, once you got out and used it and was doing it,
Yeah, so it's I changed that because put it on the. I thought I heard somebody coming. No, because usually you start the camera here, somebody walks in. Yeah, so I went ahead and I decided I'm going to turn it into at least a bagger,
yeah,
which is no backrest, no rear trunk, just bags. So it kind of got out of hand.
a little bit.
Because I started off on our Facebook page telling everybody that I needed chrome. So I said, how am I going to get this by Kathy that I want to chrome on the bike? So I started calling it safety chrome. And I figured the more chrome that's on the bike, the safer you're going to be on, because you're going to be more visible.
And you know I want you safe.
Yeah, that's right. So I mean, she went for it. Now we got more chrome on it than we do paint. Anyway, so
you're safe.
we have it painted, and so a fella that I met on Facebook, his name is Bobby Davis, and Bobby had a rear bumper for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Now Colorado is a long ways away from Bay Roberts, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
So I looked at this thing on Facebook, on this for sale site for Goldwings, and I said, there's no way he's ever going to want to ship that to Newfoundland. Plus, it's a big unit, right? And plus, it's a lot of parts. And so anyway, I waited 24 hours, and I got up, and sure enough, it was still there. And said, oh boy, wouldn't I ever love to have that. And he had some engine covers as well, and I was looking for a set of engine covers, but could never find a good set. Everything over here on the East Coast, on a quiet night, you'll hear that stuff rust. So anyway, I contacted Bobby, and Bobby said, oh yeah, sure, we'll negotiate a price, which we did. It was unbelievable how reasonable he was. And then he said, I'll tell you what, he said, I'll take it apart and I'll get a price on shipping, and then we'll take it from there. Anyway, that showed up yesterday. And at the end of the video, you'll see how well he had it packed. Like, he's meticulous when it comes to packaging. It's unbelievable. Hey?
You unpacked it, and I had to get rid of all the wrap.
I'm telling you
I
that.
had a lot of work to do, Bobby.
But
it was well protected.
But wasn't I impressed?
You were very impressed.
I was very impressed. Like, it takes a lot to impress me. But I was very impressed that there wasn't a mark on it.
No.
Everything went well.
Well,
so,
we commented on how he did it right.
It's unbelievable.
Nothing was scrubbing and roughing on each other.
Yes, I trust him with anything I own, So thanks, Bobby, for that. I appreciate it very much. And anyway, so last night I stayed out a bit late, and I got the bumper put back together, cleaned up, and put on. Don't have the wiring or nothing done yet. We still have the paint issue, but and of course there's no hardware on the bags or anything yet. But we've done a lot of work on the bike. I've rebuilt. Well, took the engine out and I put a clutch in it, brand new clutch. It really didn't need it, but I had to take the engine out to put a starter clutch in it, because she grinds sometimes when you hit the starter button. So I said, well, if I got to put a starter clutch in, I might as well put a clutch in it. And while I had it all out, I said, well, there's the starter, so I rebuilt the starter. Earlier on, about a month and a half before that, I had put brand new belts on it, timing belts on it, did the carburetors, put gaskets on the carburetors, did all the brake work on it, all new brakes, calipers are all rebuilt, master cylinders, both of them are all rebuilt. And I mean, it's crazy, got a lot of chrome on it, so maybe what we should do is just head on over and let them have a look-see. Okay, here's the 1980 GL 1100. And got some changes made to it. Every light bulb in it has now been converted over to LED. Okay.
Viewers will be pleased to hear that.
Yeah. Now some of this is going to overlap from previous videos, but this is for other people who haven't seen this bike yet.
That's true.
And there's been some updates too since we've done a video, the last video on it. So what we got done, we've got a new windshield put on it. Memphis Shades makes it. The model is a Malibu windshield. It kind of looks like a batwing type of thing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what they call them, right? That shape. And it's a really nice windshield. I had to do something, man. I was getting all this wind buffeting on the highway. It was terrible. Come back, you feel like you were beat up, right? I also added a brace, a fork brace for more rigidity or stability while you're riding. I've added some auxiliary lights, and they're LEDs as well. We added the little visors, they're cute, right? This is a new old stock fender guard. We added. Kathy did her magic work and put some nice stickers, chrome stickers on the calipers. Over here, we've added helmet hooks so you can hang your helmet on there. We've added this wrist rest. Lots of times, instead of cranking your throttle, you just put your wrist down and you can move your throttle that way with it. Anybody who has a 1980 or a 1980 to 1983 Goldwing GL, if you do go to buy this windshield, they're going to tell you that the windshield do not fit. Okay, and it wouldn't fit, but I had to do a major modification.
They were right. It wouldn't fit.
It wouldn't fit. And what I had to do, come over here, I had to put that little tiny bend in there. Yeah. So
it's doable.
it wasn't a lot. We've added chrome levers. We've added chrome reservoir cover. We've added a lot of bling down here. There's chrome here. We added highway pegs. These are kind of nice because they have the eagle on them. All right, and they fold down. And we ran out of real estate up there because of the windshield on the handlebars for our clock on our thermometer. So for aesthetics, we put them down here.
Relocated.
They got relocated. This is a new old stock engine guard. And by using this type of engine guard, that allowed me to keep my regular crash bar on the front,
Right.
which was a bonus, a big time bonus. Over here, thanks to Bobby, the bike now has an engine cover
Right.
on both sides, right? Up there on the dash, we had individual switches for auxiliary lighting, and I've removed those now and I put a double switch up here.
Oh,
So you can get those on Fleabay for about, I think, $10. I don't know. I don't remember. I've added a volt gauge right here. I've added some chrome, some safety chrome around each gauge, and also inside, you can see the chrome inside the cluster as well. Added some guards around the side covers. And of course, this here is the latest addition. Got the rear guards, rear crash guards for the bags, and all this system is for this bike. It was just basically remove bolts, put bolts back, and hook it all up. This is our paint job. This hasn't been wet sanded or anything because we're still trying to decide what we're going to do with it. But this is what they told us the code was, and as you can see, it don't look right there, but at certain angles it do look right.
That's right. If it just had to have that other little bit different.
But sometimes you can put this out by the door. If the sun is right, it looks exactly, and other times it looks like it's part of a different bike.
Yes.
So right now, where my head is to with this is forgetting about the paint, because the problem that I'm having with the paint, I can get the paint from House of Colors in the US. The paint is $200, $220, but they're going to charge me $200 to ship it because it's a hazardous material. So I'm not paying $400 US, which is $500 and almost $600 Canadian
Yeah, I would
to
say.
paint 2 bags, So it is what it is. What else have we added? Of course, you did your artwork up here on the tank.
That's right. Many people have seen it.
Yeah.
Maybe new people come
Well, see,
along.
you always got to refresh them because the new people haven't seen this, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So Kathy did this, and she put the spears down on each side of the tank, which was one of my favorite touches of the whole bike, to be honest with you. Down here, there's guards over the spark plug wires up along here. A little bit dusty here now. But the focal point of the bike is back here. Thanks to Bobby, we now have a rear bumper on a Goldwing.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful. Let me go on down
Absolutely
over here.
beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It really is. So it's, and of course I added some extensions on the exhaust, so you had the curl down exhaust. We had lights on there. They were a little bit ratty looking, so I took them off. And I'm kind of liking it without lights.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I'm going to end up, because this bike is not finished yet. It's got I figure I'm a couple of weeks out to get it finished. Just last night I put this on, and I made up a mount for the flagpoles, and they go in, they screw on, they bolt on here, and it's a nice job, and they're all polished. And then I ordered in helmet holders from Fleabay, and I mounted them before we started work this morning. If people ask what they are, how these work is you let this flicks down. Hang on now. I'll show you how that works, because people are going to wonder. So you put your key in. Let's see, like that. Flips down like that. Now this is off the 1800. So what happens is the little loop that's on your helmet, you put this through your loop, and you hang your helmet up here, and that way nobody can take your helmet, right? And that's how that works. So, yep. And kind of cute, right? People can say, well, they can unscrew this, and well, listen, they can steal the bike if they want the helmet. You know, but you won't unscrew it as a special screw, but you can still,
Yeah.
hey, it's like anything, you know,
Like anything, I
lock the
mean.
door of your house, they're still going to get in.
Yeah.
You know.
Bicycle. Put a chain on your bicycle.
Yeah.
Still cut your chain.
Exactly, so.
So when you did this top wood,
Yeah, this here was meant to have a top trunk.
right?
So what I did is I didn't want a top trunk, but all the mechanism for the trunk where it latches down, all holes are in the bottom of this. So I said, what am I going to put there? So I stained a bit of oak and just put a bit of oak there. And it's, you know, I could have put aluminum or anything there and polished it, but I figured oak would give it a little detail. It's each to his own.
That's right.
So, what else? That's pretty well it for this. There's a stainless steel stand. That's not chrome, that's actually stainless steel. Right there.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's where we're to now with the bike. I've been posting a lot of pictures on our Facebook page. So a lot of people that's going to watch this now are going to be quite familiar with the bike. But this video was kind of just to say, hey, we're still alive.
Yes.
But it's been crazy busy because we ended up getting into the tire season and, hey, you know,
Yeah.
not that we do a lot of tires, but when somebody comes in here with a tire, with tires to be changed over, well, then they want the car checked up,
That's right.
checked over and whatever it needs. And we just had one little Kia here we spent 2 days at.
Yeah, that's right.
So, you know, it's just the way it is, eh? So, folks, I don't have anything else to add, do you?
No, I think you said it all.
Yeah. So that's where the old Goldwing is too. It's pretty well done, only for her back end. And we got some nice, like this graphic here, this emblem here. We have a miniature one that goes there.
Yes.
And Kathy, you had done up all kinds of special.
Yeah.
All kinds of special, what do you call it?
Stripes. I guess,
Stripes and stuff,
decals,
yeah. And of course, there's a chrome guard that comes up here and comes down here. Then there's the chrome latches, and then there's the scratch plates for the latches that go here and up front. So there's a lot left off of this yet. But where my mind is to with this now is to wrap it with carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And forget about trying to match that because it's a 37-year-old paint job.
That's right.
So I was talking to a friend of mine who's a very reputable artist, airbrush artist, and a graphic artist. And he said he'll give it a try and see if he can wrap it in carbon fiber. So I'm kind of thinking about going flat black carbon fiber, right?
Yeah, it's a good plan.
So, you know, it's a custom rig, so let's make it custom. So that's where we're to with it, folks. It's a nice old bike. It's got a second chance in life,
That's right.
right?
Sure does.
So next summer now, when it gets on the go again, gets a good bit of good weather, we'll put a dash cam, or not a dash cam, but a GoPro on that and take it for a run.
Yeah.
Had nowhere to put a GoPro before,
No.
right?
No, that's right.
So,
You had nowhere to
yeah.
hold it.
Yeah.
Store it.
So we're all okay. We're still alive. We're still healthy. We're still getting along reasonably. And thanks, Bobby. Really appreciate all your help with this. You've this is went beyond my expectations.
Very.
You know, and plus the fact he went through so much trouble to get it here. Greatly appreciate it. We'll make it up to you. So, folks, we're gonna go back to work. We have a 1794 edition. Geez, I thought 1980 was bad. That truck's the 1794. Look.
That's right.
I'm going way back now.
Yep.
And we'll continue on as if we were normal. So everybody take care. Be good to each other. Don't go taking up handicap parking places unless you're entitled to them and you need them. And don't text and drive. People are dying hourly now because of texting and driving. And I guess we'll see you in the next video. So folks, you guys take care. God bless.